In a quiet village, surrounded by tall mountains and endless fields, lived a young farmer named Arin. Arin was gentle, hard-working, and full of dreams, even though life had given him very little. One morning, after a long night of thinking, he walked to a small, forgotten patch of land at the edge of the village. The soil was dry, barren, abandoned, just like many of his own hopes. But Arin carried something in his hand, a few tiny bamboo seeds. He had heard stories of a bamboo that could grow tens of feet in just weeks. Stories of strength, stories of patience, stories of miracles. And he believed that maybe, just maybe, this bamboo could change his life. With quiet hope, he planted the seeds gently into the earth and watered them with all the care he could give. Days passed, then weeks, then months. Arin came every single morning before the sun had even risen to water the soil. Even when the cold bit his fingers, even when the heat burned his back, he kept coming. But the soil remained empty, completely unchanged. People in the village began to notice. Some laughed, some whispered, some shook their heads and called him foolish. "Why waste your time?" they said. "Nothing grows there. You're chasing a dream that won't come true." But Arin said nothing. He simply returned to the same small patch of land, every morning, every evening, every day. A year passed. Nothing grew. Still, he didn't stop. Another year passed. Still nothing. Not a single sprout. Not even the smallest sign of life. By the third year, Arin's hope began to fade. He wondered if everyone had been right. Maybe he was a fool. Maybe he was wasting his time. Maybe this dream wasn't meant for him. One rainy evening, as the sky poured down, Arin knelt beside the same silent soil, and for the first time, he broke. He cried quietly, his tears mixing with the rain. He felt tired, defeated, and alone. "Why?" he whispered. "I've given you everything. Why won't you grow?" But then, as the rain slowed, Arin remembered the words of the village elder spoken to him long ago. Some things take longer to grow because their roots must grow deeper. Don't mistake hidden growth for no growth. Those words lit something inside him. Arin stood up, wiped his face, and made a choice. He would try again. He would keep watering, keep believing, keep going, even if no one else understood. And so, with renewed strength, he returned every day, watering, caring, waiting, until one morning, in the soft light of dawn, Arin gasped. There, in the soil he had tended for years, was a tiny green sprout. Just one. Small, delicate, but alive. His heart filled with joy, his eyes filled with tears. He touched the sprout gently, like touching a miracle. And then, something incredible happened. The next day, it doubled in height. The day after that, it doubled again. And then again, and again. The bamboo began to grow so fast that the villagers could hardly believe their eyes. In just weeks, it shot up several feet, then 10 feet, then taller than a man, then taller than the houses, until it rose like a tower, strong, majestic, unshakable. Soon, dozens of bamboo shoots broke through the ground, growing with unstoppable force. The dead land had become a thriving forest. The same villagers who once laughed at Arin now stood silent, in awe. Some apologized, some bowed their heads in shame. And Arin, he simply smiled. He wasn't angry, he wasn't bitter. He had grown too. The bamboo had taught him something that the village never understood. That real growth, the kind that lasts, often happens where the eye cannot see. That time spent building roots is not time wasted. That patience is not weakness. That faith is not foolishness. And that the things that take the longest to grow often become the strongest. Years later, people would ask Arin how he did it, how he found the strength to keep going when nothing changed for so long. He always answered the same way. Because growth is not always visible, but it is always happening. You just have to trust the roots. And so the bamboo forest stood, not as a symbol of luck, or magic, or chance, but as a reminder to everyone who saw it that some dreams take time, some goals take patience, and some journeys are meant to test your spirit before they reward it.
So if you're listening today and your dream hasn't grown yet, don't quit. Don't walk away. Don't let the world convince you that the soil is empty. Keep watering. Keep believing. Keep going. Because beneath the surface, where no one can see, your roots are growing. They are getting stronger, deeper, ready. And one day, just when the world least expects it, you will rise, higher than you imagined, stronger than you dreamed. Just like the bamboo. Trust the roots. Your time is coming.